Hi, my name's Peggy Miller, and I'm here to share my why. I've been on a health journey for about 15 years. I have been relatively well for the past 5, although there was something missing, and I just didn't know quite what it was. I had learned, unbeknownst to me, what God was preparing me for, to understand why essential oils would be the fit for me, a vehicle for me to share what I'd learned. I had fallen upon and been diagnosed with many things, but mostly severe fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, and irritable bowel syndrome. In my case, it had happened to be very debilitating. Over the years, I had got to a place to where I was nearly in bed full time and heavily medicated. When my children, it's amazing what our children do for us, but when my children went to college, I had a hard time finding and feeling like purpose. I knew the whole time, because of the faith that was instilled in me, that this wouldn't be a forever thing, that this would just serve a season in my life, and then I really believed with all my heart that God would bring healing to my life. Little did I know it was going to be a 15-year process, as many of us don't know what our futures hold. But I held on to that. I believed, I kept reading, I kept researching, I kept learning, and I kept taking steps. Every step along the way, I learned something. It moved me forward in my health. I first started off by regaining my atrophied muscles. I regained muscle tone, and then I started researching diet and regained and looked at the piece of what part of our diet plays in our health. I had done that. I was following a clean eating lifestyle. I was exercising faithfully, because if you don't move, you lose it. And I was feeling like I had gained every piece, although there was issues in my health. I was still dealing with extreme fatigue and still dealing with many digestive issues that I just couldn't quite find the right fix for. I had chosen in my life, having used many medications, to wean from completely using any medications at all and just support my diet with natural supplementation. I have come to believe that that's the right answer for me. I was working with a nutritionist out of Minnesota. I was introduced to the oils through her. I looked at them, studied them, as I've learned to do in this process. And after a few months and kind of a kick in the rear, decided to take the next step and give these oils a try. The rest is the Lord's story. He brought me into this group. That's not part of this story, but His hand has been in it all of the whole time. I am so thankful that He brought me to Kansas City, as a painful process as it was for me to move from my hometown and uproot and leave my adult children back in Iowa. He brought me here and left me in a quiet season to heal. But in that quiet season, I found Him and I sought Him, and I continued to grow in the education I needed to learn to heal my body, but most important, to humble myself before Him and seek His face and His will. I believe with everything in me that He's brought me to this place in time, that these oils and this company stand for everything that my heart does. They stand for representing, first and foremost, my faith in Jesus Christ and sharing that love with other people and encouraging them. That is what my true heart is. This oils, this company, this gift from Him, what we like to call God's original medicine, is the vehicle that He's given each and every one of us to share His love with others and to encourage them. I'm excited for this journey, and to be quite honest, a little bit overwhelmed. But as we sang in church this morning, I'm more overwhelmed by Him and what He's going to do in my life, through my life, as I willingly submit it to Him, as I learn, as I educate, and as I grow in how to use this vehicle of these precious oils that are healing those issues in my body, I do have to say. And I want to share with others that there's always a way. That don't ever, ever give up. Don't ever stop. Don't ever lose hope, because the answer's out there. You will find it. You will find your healing. You will find your answer. That is the crux of what led me to the oils. My why is big to me. It's to retire my husband. He has supported me through all of this, and it hasn't always been pretty. And any of you that have faced illnesses, it's not pretty, but when you have someone in your life that believes in you and encourages you to keep trying and to never give up and accepts you exactly where you're at every step, you want to keep trying, because it isn't just you that goes through it, it's the people that love you. So I have had this dream, as silly or as lofty as it may seem, but I want to retire him. I want to give him freedom so that he can just enjoy his life. Go fishing whenever he wants. Go hunting whenever he wants. Join me if or when I travel. I believe that with God, all things are possible. I believe that God gives us dreams for reasons and for purposes that are far beyond what we could understand. And we won't understand even sometimes as we're going through it. But what I do know is that when he opens a door, you walk through it, you be faithful to him, and he will be more than faithful to you. This morning in church, they also talked about the verse that says, for those that ask, you ask, and to those who ask, you will receive. But first we have to knock. And right now I'm knocking. I'm knocking on the door of this vehicle, and I'm saying, Lord, I'm open, I'm willing. I will learn, I will grow, and I will be all that you want me to be, whatever that is. And sharing with others and encourage them in a way to make themselves get healthy and well is what my true heart is. And if I can do that in this journey, I will be more than a success. That is my why. Thanks.